Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tom Gummy. Today we are back for another statue tutorial. Today we are doing Helpy from FNAF 6, otherwise known as Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, and this was designed of course by RedXPhones, so credit where credit is due. So of course this is the main character, the small little kind of fun time Freddy character in the bottom of the screen that dances around and has a great time and kind of gives you a bit of instructions as to what to do in FNAF 6. So we've done a bigger version, of course we done a plushy version of Funtime Freddy a long time ago, so I decided to not go with that, and instead we've gone for a modernized kind of simple kind of design. So this is going to be our Helpy statue. So of course, as I said in all the other videos, if you do enjoy, definitely consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing if you haven't already. And apart from that, again, if you have any suggestions, please do not hesitate to let me know down in the comments section below. I love reading your comments and interacting with them. But apart from that, let's get straight into the tutorial. So the blocks you're going to need are the following. You'll need block of quartz, black concrete, purple blocks, cyan terracotta, black wool, white concrete, pink terracotta, and light blue concrete. Of course, this is a first on the channel for me actually using purple blocks. It's probably actually the first time you've ever used them as well. So anyways, let's get straight into building. Before we start, I want to give a quick heads up. This is a extremely simple build, so should be a relatively short tutorial, which is nice. But again, if you want to pause the video, feel free to do so at any point. So essentially, we're going to start off by building the front side of the legs first, so that is 12 tall and 8 blocks wide, so 12 by 8 rectangle, and we're going to go up layer by layer, left to right, so again it's 12 layers of 8. So, starting off, we're going to find a nice empty area. As you can see, I've found my spot, and we're going to start off with the first layer. So the first layer consists of 1 black concrete, 1 purple, 1 black concrete, 2 purple, black concrete, purple, black concrete. So that is layer number 1. Again, just to clarify, that's 1 black concrete, 1 purple, 1 black concrete, 2 purple, black concrete, purple, black concrete. Layer number 2 is the exact same, so go ahead and repeat that. So the exact same pattern, and that's 8 blocks again in total. Black concrete, purple, black concrete, 2 purple, black concrete, purple, black concrete. So that's layer number 2. Layer number 3 and layer number 4, we're going to do 8 blocks of the purple. As you can see, again, that is layer number 3 and layer number 4, and in case you haven't noticed, after every single layer I am going to back up, give you guys the opportunity to pause and catch up if necessary. Shouldn't be necessary for this video, because again, it's a very, very simple statue. So, layer number 5, we're going to cap it off with a layer of 8 black concrete. Again, that is layer number 5, and that is 8 black concrete. Layer number 6, 7, and 8 now is going to be 3 layers of solid quartz. That's 3 layers of 8 quartz. So that's our 6th, 7th, and 8th layer is 8 blocks of quartz. Our 9th layer is going to be 3 quartz, 2 black concrete, 3 quartz. And what we're going to do from here, this is kind of the start of the pelvis region. So this is where the legs meet with the lower body. So what we're going to do is turn it into kind of like a V shape. So the way we're going to do this is on the next layer, which is the 10th layer, we're going to place 2 quartz, 1 black concrete, 2 quartz, 1 black concrete, and 2 blocks of quartz. And that is layer number 10. Layer number 11, we're going to go ahead and place 2 black concrete, 4 quartz, and 2 black concrete. And for our final layer, our 12th layer, it's going to be simply 1 black concrete, 6 quartz, and 1 black concrete. So you can see kind of the V shape we're going for. So that is the front side of the legs. That's a 12 by 8, 12 tall, and 8 blocks wide. And if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. Without wasting any further time, we're going to start working on the upper body. So the upper body, just like the legs, is also 12 by 8, and it's surrounded by the left arm and the right arm, which is 12 by 4. But we'll get to that in a second. We're going to start off with the first layer of the body, which is the 13th layer of the build, by placing 2 blocks of quartz, 4 purple, and 2 blocks of quartz. What we're then going to do is on the left side, we're going to build 1 block to the left using quartz, 1 purple, and 2 blocks of quartz. And on the right side, we do the exact same. So 1 quartz, 1 purple, 2 quartz. So it's 4 to the left, 4 to the right, and that is the left arm and the right arm, or at least the starting point of them. We're not going to build them for now. We'll come back to that later on in the video, but it's just marking them out, saves us time later on, and means we don't have to count. So it's very convenient. So anyways, what we're going to do, continue with the body now. We're going to continue with the second layer. So the second layer is going to be 1 quartz, 6 purple, and 1 quartz. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to repeat this 6 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably the easiest way, just to make sure you're doing it correctly, is just to build up 6 blocks on either side with quartz and then fill in the purple in the middle. So essentially, this is the first 8 layers. So we've got the bottom layer, and then we've got 7 layers of 1 quartz, 6 purple, 1 quartz. So layer number 1, of course, is 2 quartz, 4 purple, 2 quartz, and then layers 2 to 8 is quartz, 6 purple, quartz. So hopefully that makes sense. Layer number 9, we're going to go ahead and do 2 quartz, 4 purple, 2 quartz. Layer number 10 and layer number 11, we're going to do 8 blocks of quartz. And then our final layer, which is layer number 12, we're going to place a layer of 8 purple blocks. So we cap it off with 8 purple blocks, and that is our 12 by 8 rectangle. And that is the body. As you can see, it's as simple as that. So again, if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is add some 3D effects to make it look a bit more interesting. So of course, if you've seen Helpy and you've seen his character model, you'll know that he has a bow tie, and 2 buttons. Starting off with the bow tie, we're going to grab ourselves our black concrete and our black wool, and we're going to come to the top left corner of the body, to this block right here. Heading over 1 block to the right, we're going to place a black concrete, and underneath that place 2 more, and we now have a strip of 3 black concrete. Heading over to the right side, we're going to go 1 to the left, and we repeat this process. So we place 1 black concrete, go down 2, and we now have another strip of 3 black concrete. As you can see, they should be positioned 1 block indented either side, so this is the left side. As you can see on the right side, 1 block gap either side. What we're then going to do is on the upper half of this kind of strip, on the left side we're going to build 1 to the right, and on the lower half we do the exact same. You should now have a C shape. On the right side, we repeat this process, this time going towards the left. So on the upper half, we place 1, lower half place 1, and we now have a backwards C. So we have a C and a backwards C. In the middle of these 2 blocks on either side, we're going to place 1 black wall. So it's now kind of like a rectangle. And in between the 2 black walls, we're going to place 2 black concrete. And you now have your bow tie shape. It's as simple as that. So that is a 3 by 6 area, and that's the 12th to 10th layer. Now, in terms of the buttons, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the part in the middle, the 2 blocks of black concrete, and these are our 2 center blocks. So this is our 4th and our 5th block. We're going to count down 1, 2, and on the 3rd block, on the left one, so the 4th one in, we're going to place a cyan terracotta. To the right of it, 1 black concrete, and then we're going to go down and to the left one using black concrete. So again, there should be a 2 block gap in between the bow tie and the first button, and then between the first button and the second button, we're going to leave a 1 block gap. So we leave this one, and then on the left side, we place 1 cyan terracotta, and then we wrap around using 3 black concrete. And if you've done it correctly, there should be a 3 block gap between this button and the bottom of the body. And that is the 3D effects. It's as simple as that. Again, small little additions, but makes it look tons more accurate and tons more interesting. So again, if you want to pause, feel free to do so, and then we're going to get straight into building the arms. So, as I mentioned before, the arms are 12 by 4, 12 tall, and 4 blocks wide. We're going to build layer by layer, left to right, and we're going to start with the left arm. If you haven't already, come to the 13th layer of the build, go 4 blocks to the left, that consisting of 1 quartz, 1 purple, 2 quartz. The second layer is going to be 1 quartz, 2 purple, 1 quartz, and the third layer is going to be 4 quartz. So that's the first 3 layers. For the 4th layer, we're going to cap it off with a layer of 4 black concrete, and this is kind of how we're going to segment things. On top of this black concrete, we're going to do 3 layers of 4 quartz, and then we're going to cap it off again with a layer of 4 black concrete. So again, just to repeat this, we've got 3 layers of quartz and then the purple area here. The 4th layer is black concrete. We then have 3 more layers of quartz, and then another layer of black concrete. The remaining 4 layers is going to be simply quartz, and that will bring us all the way up to the top if you're doing it correctly. As you can see, it should match up with the exact same height as the purple blocks right there, and that is your 12 by 4, and that is your left arm. So again, feel free to pause. And the good news is, the right arm is the exact same, just mirrored, so if you want to copy it over yourself, you're more than welcome to do so, but I'm going to go over it nevertheless. Anyways, heading over to the right arm, just like before, we're going to come to the 13th layer of the build. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, consisting of 1 quartz, 1 purple, 2 quartz. The second layer is going to be 1 quartz, 2 purple, 1 quartz, and on top of that we're going to place 4 blocks of quartz. The 4th layer is going to be 4 black concrete, On top of that, we do 3 layers of 4 quartz, and we're going to cap it off for the 4th layer by using black concrete. The remaining 4 layers, just like on the other side, is going to bring you all the way up to the top using quartz, and that is the right arm, or at least the front side of the right arm, complete. And as you can see, that is the front side of the statue complete. So if you want to pause, feel free, and again, what I'll do later on is a full spin around, just to make sure everyone's up to the same point, but hopefully so far nothing has gone wrong. However, as I said, we're making progress. This is the front side complete. It's not 3D, it's not a statue, and that's what we're going to work on now. And the way we're going to do this is by starting to work on the sides and actually turning into a 3D character model. So the way we do this is we're going to start by coming to the bottom left corner of the leg, to this black concrete right here, come around to the left side and expand 1, 2, 3 to the left using purple blocks. Now, essentially, the left side of the leg, much like the other side, and also the side of the arms, is 12 by 4. So, we've got the 3 blocks we just placed, and then the already existent layer, which is the front side, which is going to count as our 4th block. So the 4th block for every single row as part of this 12 by 4 is already done. This is this one right here. So that means we're going to be placing 3 blocks per layer, left to right. Okie dokie. So the first layer, as I've already shown you, is 3 purple blocks. The next 3 layers is also 3 purple blocks. So we have 4 layers of purple. The 5th layer is going to be 3 black concrete. And on top of that, we're going to do 5 layers of 3 quartz. That should bring you up to the layer just below the black concrete here, which is the 11th layer. For the 11th layer, we place 3 black concrete, and for the 12th layer, we place 1 black concrete and 2 blocks of quartz. And again, once you look at it head on, that is a 12 by 4, and that is the left side of the leg. Now the good news again is the other side, the right side, is the exact same. So we come around to the right side. From this black concrete here, we go 1, 2, 3 to the right using purple blocks. And then we're going to place 3 more layers on top. Just like before, on the other side, the 4th block is already here. That's this one right there. So we're placing 3 blocks per layer. The 5th layer is going to be 3 black concrete. And on top of that, we're going to do 5 layers of 3 quartz. That will again bring us to our 10th layer. So the 11th layer is going to be 3 black concrete. And then the 12th layer is going to be 2 quartz and 1 black concrete. And that is the right side of the leg complete. And again, that is a 12 by 4 rectangle. Okie dokie. So once you have that, from a corner angle, should be looking something like this, starting to look kind of nice. However, we need to repeat the same process for the arms. So what we're going to do for the arms is first off build a base plate, because otherwise you're going to have kind of like gaps in the bottom of the hands. So the way we do this is by coming to the bottom layer of the arms, which is this one right here, and we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 backwards all the way across. So you just bring it back 3 blocks on each side, and you do this on both hands. So once you've done that, if you go below, you'll see it's now a 4 by 4 kind of square of quartz with the 1 purple block, and exact same on this side, 4 by 4 square. And if you didn't do this, the statue would end up at the end of the video having something that looks like that, and it won't look amazing. So make sure you do that. But also what this does is it gives us a platform we can build on to start working on the sides of the arms. So if you head around to the left side now, the left arm, we're left with something that looks very similar to what we had with the leg, which is a 12 by 4 kind of area. So it's 12 tall, 4 wide, and with a 4th block on each layer is already done. Now the good thing about the arm is it's extremely simple, consisting of just quartz and black concrete. The first 3 layers is going to be quartz, however the first one is already done. So the second layer and the third layer we place 3 quartz. The 4th layer we place 3 black concrete. We then place 3 layers of quartz, a layer of black concrete, and then 4 layers of quartz. Now, anyone that's like really paying attention would have noticed that every single block we placed there was the exact same as the block that was already existent from the front side. So as you can see, again, just to recap that, that's 3 layers of quartz, 1 layer of black concrete, 3 layers of quartz, 1 layer of black concrete, and 4 layers of quartz. Exact same pattern as the front side. And from a corner angle, looks like this. Now, what this means is for the other side, we literally just repeat the pattern, but it's also simple because we're just matching it up with the blocks already there. So the first 3 layers is quartz, the 4th layer is black concrete, 3 layers of quartz, a layer of black concrete, and then 4 layers of quartz. And that will bring you all the way up to the top, give you a 12 by 4, and that is the right side of the arm complete. And from a side angle, looks like this. And from a side angle, you can see the statue is starting to come together. The body is starting to become 3D until we come around to the rear side, and encounter the mess that is the lack of blocks. So what we're going to do is start working on this and making some progress here. Now we're going to start off with the rear side of the legs, which is this part at the bottom, and of course just like the front side, it is indeed a 12 by 8. The only difference on this side is the fact that the left side and the right side already have a row complete, so that's 2 rows complete. 8 minus 2 equals 6, so we're going to be placing 6 blocks per layer. Okay, so starting from the bottom, the first 4 layers is going to be 6 purple blocks. So again, that is 4 layers of 6 purple blocks. The 5th layer is going to be 6 black concrete, and on top of that we're going to do 3 layers of 6 blocks of quartz. So that is the first 8 layers already complete, as simple as that. The 9th layer we're going to place is 2 quartz, 2 black concrete, 2 quartz. The next layer, which is the 10th layer, is going to be 1 quartz, 1 black concrete, 2 quartz, 1 black concrete, 1 quartz. The second to last layer, which is the 11th layer, we're going to do 1 black concrete, 4 quartz, 1 black concrete, and then the final layer is simply 6 blocks of quartz. Very simple, as you can see. And that is a 12 by 8. That is the rear side of the legs, and it's done. Simple. Now, if you thought that was simple, moving on to the rear side of the body gets even easier. What we're going to do is a 12 by 8 again, but this time the first 9 layers is simply going to be quartz. So that is the first layer, the second layer, the third layer, the 4th layer, the 5th, the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th layer is all going to be quartz. And the way you'll know you've done it correctly is because, of course, there should only be 3 layers left until you're matching with the same height as the front side and the left and right arms. Now, on the 10th layer, what we're going to do is place 2 quartz, 4 purple, 2 quartz. The 11th layer, we place 1 quartz, 6 purple, 1 quartz, and just like the front side for the 12th and final layer, we're going to place 8 blocks of purple. And that is the rear side. As you can see, very, very simple. And that's all you need to do. Now, what we're going to do for the left and right arm, exact same as what we've done on the sides, is match up. So, 12 by 4, the first block is already done, and the first block is essentially what each layer is going to be. So the first 3 layers is, of course, quartz. The 4th layer is black concrete. 3 layers of quartz, a layer of black concrete, and then 4 layers of quartz. I know I've said this already a ton, just going through it just in case there's 1 or 2 of you out there that just want that extra assurance, and that's fine. Don't feel any form of guilt for that. You're more than welcome to just kind of slow down, take your time, and build, of course. And just like that, the other side is the exact same. 3 layers of quartz, 1 layer of black concrete, 3 layers of quartz, 1 layer of black concrete, and 4 layers of quartz. And that is the rear side of the body complete. So each arm 12 by 4, and the rear side of the actual body itself 12 by 8. Now, in terms of the shoulders, what we're going to do is go ahead and fill in the whole area using quartz. If you really want to be like OCD, you could link up the purple blocks together like so. It doesn't really matter, it's going to be covered up by the head. But what you want to make sure is this area that I've got built out of quartz, the 4x4s on each side, you want to make sure those are quartz because they are going to be visible from the outside. Now, what we have in front of us is the body of the statue so far. We're ready to move on to the head, but before we do that, we're going to have a little spin around, give you guys the opportunity to catch up and make sure everything's going quite to plan. If you're confident and you're ready to go, feel free to skip about a minute forwards in the video. If not, then feel free to watch this, and I'm going to give you a little insight into what you should have so far, and make sure that everything is to the correct measurements and kind of looking very similar. So, starting off, what I'm going to do is come to a specific part of the statue. For example, this is the front side of the legs. I'm going to state it's 12 tall and 8 wide, and I'm also going to mention if there's any 3D effects. In this case, there's not. With that said, in that pause, hopefully you would pause the video and then be ready to move on. So, moving up, we have the front side of the body, that's 12 by 8, and there is of course the 3D effects in the terms of the bow tie, which is layers 12 to 10, the buttons, which is layers 8 to 7, and 5 to 4, and then we have the left arm and the right arm, which is 12 by 4. Coming around to the left side, we have the left side of the leg, which is 12 by 4, with the underside of the hand, which is 4 by 4, and we have the left side of the arm, which is again 12 by 4. Coming around to the right side, exact same as the left, the right side of the leg is 12 by 4, the underside of the hand is 4 by 4, and the right side of the arm is again 12 by 4. Coming around to the rear side of the legs is 12 by 8. The rear side of the body is again 12 by 8, and the rear side of each arm is 12 by 4. The final side, which is the shoulders, is 16 by 4, 4 wide, 16, or 16 wide, 4 thick, and they look like that. Of course, you can build it out solid quartz, doesn't really matter, because the majority of the middle part is going to be covered up by the head, which, talking of, we're going to start working on now without wasting any more time, so let's begin. Okay, so for the head, main material, of course, just like the rest of the build, is going to be quartz, and we're going to start at the front side, aka the side with the bow tie, at the front left corner. From here, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, which is this purple block here, we're going to place a quartz and bring it 2 forwards. On the right side, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exact same purple block, place a quartz, bring it 2 forwards, and what we're going to do is join them in the middle by placing 2 layers of 6 quartz like this. And what that gives us is an 8 by 2 overhang. Of course, not all of it is visible because the bow tie will be covering some of it, but that's an 8 by 2 overhang on the front side. And what we're then going to do is go around to the sides and expand 5 blocks backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exact same on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then link together just like the front side by placing 6 by 2 area in the middle, and that gives us an 8 by 2 overhang on the rear side as well. And most importantly, this gives us an 8 by 8 template, which is going to be our template for the head. So we've got the front side, left side, right side, and rear side. And the reason this is important is because the head is an 8 by 8 by 8 cube, so each side here kind of gives you a pointer as to what side is going to be 8 blocks, and it means that you can't really go wrong, so it's nice and simple. So we're going to start off on the front side, which is this one here, of course, the side with the bow tie. And the first layer we've already got is going to be 8 blocks of quartz. The second layer is going to be 2 blocks of quartz, 1 block of black concrete, 2 blocks of quartz, 1 block of black concrete, and 2 blocks of quartz. The third layer is going to be 8 quartz. And hopefully you won't do as bad of a job as I just did there, placing. The next layer is going to be 1 pink terracotta, 6 quartz, 1 pink terracotta, so that's the 4th layer, so already halfway there. The next layer, which is the 5th layer, is 1 quartz, 1 white concrete, and the reason I've chosen to use white concrete is because it does, of course, differ from the quartz texture, and differs a bit more than the snow texture. I'll get the snow block just to compare it, because that's normally the block we would use. If you're using quartz, we'd normally use snow as the eye colour just to differentiate it. You can if you want, but personally I quite like white concrete now. It has kind of a greyish tone to it and it makes it stand out a bit. The third block is going to be 1 black concrete, then 2 quartz, and then we're going to mirror it. So 1 black concrete, 1 white concrete, 1 quartz, and that is layer number 5. Layer number 6 is going to be 1 quartz, 1 white concrete, 1 light blue concrete, 2 quartz, and then again mirrored, 1 light blue, 1 white, 1 quartz. So that is layer number 6. Layer number 7, second to last layer, is going to be 1 quartz, 2 purple, 2 quartz, 2 purple, 1 quartz, and again that is layer number 7, and layer number 8 is going to be 8 blocks of quartz. And once you've done that is the front side of the face complete. Of course, doesn't look too much like Helpy, and the way we're going to fix this is with some simple 3D effects. So the 3D effects are going to be basically the mouth and the nose area, and this is very similar to the kind of Freddy design that we've been going with for quite a long time. So we come to the bottom layer, which is this one here. We're going to leave 1 block as a 3D effect, so we're building it on top of, not replacing, not into, on top of. We're going to place 6 blocks of purple, so there's a 1 block gap on the left and a 1 block gap on the right. Now, on top of this, we're going to place, on the left side, 1 quartz, leave a 1 block gap so the black stain or black concrete is visible. Place 2 quartz, leave 1 again so the black concrete is visible, and 1 quartz. On top of this, we're going to place another layer of 6 purple. And on top of that, we place 2 purple, 2 black concrete, 2 purple. And it ends up looking something like this. And again, you can see that just makes it look 100 times better than it does without the 3D effects. Now what you could do, if you don't want the eyes to kind of blend with the nose, is use black wool for the nose. It looks like this. Again, it looks alright, but to be honest, for me, it's not much of an issue whether the eyes blend with the nose, so I keep it like this. But yeah, that is the front side of the face, and we're now ready to move on to the other sides, which is pretty much just quartz. So what we're going to do, and this is the reason why the template was so important, it gives us an outline for the head. This is the first block, and of course each side is 8 tall. So what we're going to do for the remaining layers, because every other side is just plain quartz, is we're going to build up 7 each time, and we're going to follow it round until we meet round to the other side of the face. So as you can see, we're just building all the way around, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we do this all the way around until we link back round to the right side of the head. So you just follow the outline of the head, and it's as simple as this. It's a bit boring, a bit tedious, but it only takes a few seconds if you do it like this once you get into the habit, and before you know it, you're already round to the other side and ready to move on to the top side of the head. So as you can see, almost there, 2 layers remaining, and we are done. Perfect. So what this gives us, and it's quite important, is a left side, which is an 8x8 square, a rear side, which is again an 8x8 square, and a right side, again an 8x8 square. For the final time, we're going to go ahead and fill in the top side, which is also an 8x8 square, funny that, and again we're just going to be using quartz, and that leaves us with 2 final things we're going to add, which is the hat and the ears. So right now, you should have something that looks like this. For the ears, we're going to come to the front left corner of the top, we're going to leave 1 block, and we're going to place on the second block 1 quartz, we go to the left 1 and down 1, so 3 blocks in total, simple as that. On the right side, we do the exact same, so we leave 1, place 1 quartz, go to the right 1, down 1, and that is the second ear, so they're set back 1 block into the head, and that's what it looks like with the ears. And then for the hat, what we're going to do is we're going to leave a second block, so 1, 2, and on the third block, so the block behind the ears, we're going to leave 2 blocks, and we're going to place 4 black concrete right in the middle, bring it back 1, 2, 3, and turn it into a 4x4 square. Now you've done it correctly, because from each corner there should be a 2 block diagonal before you hit the edge. So left side 1, 2, right side 1, 2, rear right 1, 2, rear left 1, 2. So you see it should be positioned right in the middle, and that is a 4x4 square right in the center of an 8x8 of quartz. Again, this is 3D, so we're building it on top of. Now, in this 4x4, we're going to count to the middle 2x2, which is this area here, and we're going to place a 2x2 cube right in the middle again, so we're going really symmetrical here. As you can see, 1 block gap on each corner, and once you've done that, that is the hat complete, and most importantly, that is the statue complete. So again, 2 block gap on each side, and it'll be right in the middle, and it will look like this. And once you've done that, that is your Helpy statue complete. Of course, a lot bigger than the actual version in the game, but I hope you like it nonetheless. If you do want a small little plushie version, then feel free to go back on the channel. I did do a Funtime Freddy statue, or a Funtime Freddy plushie, should I say, a long time ago, and that's essentially what it is. Just remove the blue puppet off the hand, and you got yourself a Helpy plushie. So I'm not going to do another tutorial for that. What I am going to do is, of course, the remaining Rockstar characters and a few of the other FNAF 6 characters. Let me know which ones you want to see in the near future, and I'll prioritize them as soon as possible. But again, with this tutorial in mind, I do want to give credit to RedXPhones again, once again, for the design. Really awesome but simple design, and really just is effective. Apart from that, again, if you did enjoy the video, a like would be very much appreciated. If you didn't, of course, the dislike button is right next to it. And if you have any suggestions, comments, feedback, whatever you want to see on the channel, let me know down in the comments below. And apart from that, subscribe to see tuned on the channel and see all the future videos coming up. Of course, got a bunch of other content coming, Rick and Morty, Star Wars, just to name a few, and of course Bendy and Link Machine, which is something I need to get back into. So apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Tom Gummy, and goodbye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light